Do you know the number one thing that surprises engaged couples? Take a guess. The sheer amount of decisions they have to make while planning a wedding. Indoors or outdoors? How many guests? Are kids invited? Controversial. Which cake flavor? Seriously, how do you even begin to figure out what's right for you? That's where Zola comes in. Zola has everything you need to make every wedding decision a piece of cake, from choosing your dream wedding venue and vendors to deciding how to best spend your budget. With tons of customizable wedding websites, save the dates and invites, every detail will feel like you. Zola will even help you choose the gifts, experiences, and cash funds you really want. The next thing you know, you've planned your whole wedding all in one place. From getting engaged to getting married, Zola has everything you need to plan your wedding in one place. Start planning at Zola.com. That's ZOLA.com.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome to the Season of Self-Love podcast. I am your host, Nyomi Banks, and I am thrilled to have you join me on this transformative journey. You see, every day we dive into a powerful conversation about self-discovery, healing, and empowerment. This podcast is brought to you by Ask Nyomi and Elevate Me Self-Discovery, where we believe that loving yourself is the first step to living a fulfilling life. You can expect insightful discussions, practical tips, and inspiring stories. Plus, we'll occasionally welcome special guests who will share their unique perspectives on self-love and personal growth. So get comfy, grab your favorite beverage, and let's embark on this journey together. Because it's time to embrace the beautiful person that you are. So let's elevate our lives one episode at a time. Now let's get started. All right, my beautiful people, well, welcome to the Season of Self-Love, your daily dose of inspiration and growth. I am your host, Nyomi Banks, and family, what a powerful week that we shared through the holidays, from our Christmas Eve reflection to our Christmas Day celebration, and yesterday's powerful conversation with Miss Shelly R. Warren about clarity and authentic communication. Well, before we get into today's conversation, let's take a quick break, all right? Today we're going to be talking about clarity, connection, and celebration, all right? It's your girl, Goddess Nyomi Banks, here on the Season of Self-Love podcast, and we'll be right back. Hey, it's your girl, Goddess Nyomi Banks, and make sure you tune in every Thursday night to Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap podcast, where we talk about everything from love, sex, relationship, cultural differences, and so much more. We're bridging the gap between them all, and we even talk about spiritual uplifting. You need to stop by me and Dr. Mike, as well as the BTG group. We have some amazing guests that come through. You never know. Just make sure you tune in Thursday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Go to xnyomi.com and tell them Nyomi sent you. All right, my beautiful people, well, welcome back to the Season of Self-Love podcast. And I told you today we're talking about clarity, connection, and celebration. And before we get into the topics, let's begin with our daily meditation, all right? So if you just can find a comfortable space. All right, now take a deep breath in. Now feel the warmth of this week. The joy of celebration, the power of clarity. Now breathe into authenticity, into true expression, and into elevate connections. Feel your growth this week. Through your holiday moments, through honest sharing, and through clear vision. deep breath in, bringing this clarity forward and ready to rise higher. And when you are ready, please open your eyes. Now, if you are new here to the Season of Self-Love podcast, it's something that we do every day, Monday through Friday. It's to help ground us before we get into the topic at hand. All right, family. This week has given us such beautiful gifts. From our Christmas Eve that reminded us to pause and reflect, and to Christmas Day, it showed us the power of celebration. And yesterday, Shelly taught us about the freedom that comes with clarity and how being honest with ourselves lead to authentic living. So let me share with you 3 powerful insights for our week, all right? So 1, let's talk about the gift of presence, finding peace in the pause, and also being fully in each moment and celebrating where we are. And we can kind of go back to Monday. We talked about Monday when I was talking about how within my mom diagnosis of having, Alzheimer's, it's all about timing when it comes to Alzheimer's, your memory. And that made me appreciate more of the present moment, of being in the presence. You understand? And so for me, able to now understand the importance of finding peace. But not only that, is being able to pause and find peace in that pause. To appreciate when I'm not doing anything. Does that make sense? Being fully in the moment, whether I am watching TV or whether I am just sitting there in meditation or I am just staring at the wall. But to appreciate that and celebrate where I am. The next powerful insight that I got from this week is the gift of clarity. Got a little tongue-tied there. Being able to speak our truth. Being able to speak my truth. Living authentically. I was about to say something else. This is so excited that I am. Being able to live authentically it feels free. Freedom. Peaceful. And choosing clear communication. Being and living authentically. Speaking my truth. It allows me to whoever I'm communicating with, that now I know that I can be clear with my communication. But also they know that when I'm speaking to them, that it truly comes from love. That there is never any ill will or ill intentions from our communication at all. Whether that's good or bad. Does that make sense? And the last one is the gift of connection with ourselves. That's one of my most important ones, is with myself. This is what self-love is all about. And this year we have dominated in so many ways, but this week, this month, these past few months has allowed us to not only realize the gift that we have of connections with ourselves, but also with our loved ones. And here's another important one, with our purpose. But with our purpose, so if you have been on this journey with me throughout this year, these past 3 months, my prayer is that you have found your purpose, or your purpose have found you. And that now you are ready to elevate and live in your purpose and be connected to it, as well as being truly connected to yourselves and with your loved ones. So family, let's do this. I want to share how we can put this week's wisdoms into a practice. I'm always trying to find new ways or create new ways that we can amplify the things of the teachings that we've learned and the stories that we've heard from, our guests. The thing is that it's great to have guests for entertainment and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But there's lessons to be learned from others, right? We just ain't hearing they stories just to be nosy. Well, at least I'm not. And so it's like, what do we get from there? What wisdom can we get from this? And how can we use this in our daily lives? What practices can we use in that? And I'm going to break it down. Morning, midday, evening. And so let's talk about number one, the present moment practice. In the morning, the gratitude. Let's do a morning gratitude list. List 3 blessings. And I know your person, well, Nyomi, I already do that. Yeah, you do. Well, just try this one. And if you haven't, try this one. List 3 blessings. And then let's add this one, a midday check-in. Notice your joy moments. This is the funny thing. I have been doing all of this last week.
Do you know the number one thing that surprises engaged couples? Take a guess. The sheer amount of decisions they have to make while planning a wedding. Indoors or outdoors? How many guests? Are kids invited? Controversial. Which cake flavor? Seriously, how do you even begin to figure out what's right for you? That's where Zola comes in. Zola has everything you need to make every wedding decision a piece of cake, from choosing your dream wedding venue and vendors to deciding how to best spend your budget. With tons of customizable wedding websites, save the dates and invites, every detail will feel like you. Zola will even help you choose the gifts, experiences, and cash funds you really want. The next thing you know, you've planned your whole wedding all in one place. From getting engaged to getting married, Zola has everything you need to plan your wedding in one place. Start planning at Zola.com. That's ZOLA.com.
Hey guys, it is Ryan. I'm not sure if you know this about me, but I'm a bit of a fun fanatic when I can. I like to work, but I like fun too. And now I can tell you about my favorite place to have fun. Chumba Casino. They have hundreds of social casino style games to choose from with new games released each week. You can play for free and each day brings a new chance to collect daily bonuses. So join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Noticing my joy moments. And I guess it was happening and was revealing itself because I have been doing this whole month. It's called my inside out cleansing and cleaning of my home. And so I was able to have those joy moments and I was noticing them. And then for the evening reflection, celebrate your growth. Celebrate that growth within that day. Every day we grow, every day. So recognize it. And this can be your affirmation for the day. Today I celebrated finding peace in busy moments. That can be your affirmation. If you don't want, create another one. So let's talk about the clarity practice. Your morning truth. Do an honest self-assessment. Do an honest self-assessment. All right, so I know a few of you like, okay, what's that? How do I do that? How do I do that? What's that honest self-assessment, Nyomi? It's a review of your accomplishments and areas that you need to improve, that is based on facts of your own observation. So it's important to be honest with yourself so you can identify areas of improvement without being hard on yourself. All right, so focus on your facts, avoid exaggeration, and be aware of others' perceptions. So y'all got that? So y'all understand that, right? All right. All right. So next, for our midday check, notice where you need clarity. Notice where you need it. And then for our evening integration, document clear insights. And then you can use this affirmation if you choose to. I noticed when I wasn't being honest with myself about my needs. This can be an affirmation. This can be you just checking. This is, I noticed. This can be right there for that, for your clarity check. All right, your connection to practice. Start with self. Check in with your feelings. You know how last week it was doing our body check, and I do that now with the body check to see, how is my body feeling today? Do I feel like my body, is it able to do A, B, C, and D? Okay, no, it's not. It's just able to do A, B today. Okay, I'm good with that. We just gonna do A, B today. We're gonna respect our body. So let's check in with your feelings. Start with self. How am I feeling today? My thing is I go sit in the altar and I do say what my intentions are going to be for the day. But when I walk out that door, something might change. So it's like, okay, hold on. I might need some downtime today. I might have to check out. You know what I mean? Next, reach out and share authentically with others. Circle back and reflect on meaningful moments. After I do my morning meditation, I don't talk to anyone or text or anything until I come from my altar. Then once I come from my altar, then I'm able to listen to my book, listen to the book. And then I listen to the attitude video. And then I talk with my husband, and we have a long conversations. Those conversations right there should be a podcast all its own. Just having those conversations is great. And sometimes I might feel a type of way from the day before, and it's not have to do with me and him. It could be another conversation or something else, or just feelings come up from just whatever. And he's the person that I'm able to share those feelings with, and I shared them with him, real, authentically with him. There's another person that I'm able to have, there's quite a few other people that I'm able to have those conversations with. But also what I like to do is I like to circle back and reflect on meaningful moments in my life, whether it happens today, yesterday, or years ago. But I love to do that and see where they connect. And little do you know, them dots just be connected. If you truly sat down and you truly looked at your life where you are now and you go back, you be like, wow. So I am really supposed to be here. So now let me go back and see what I missed, memory-wise. Because I missed something. I missed a lesson that I was supposed to learn. Does that make sense? All right. All right, so let's talk about real life application. Let's talk about applying these things to real life. And let me share with you on how to practice work in a daily life. So like in family gatherings, let's stay present in the moment. Communicate with clarity. Choose authentic connections. So example, instead of avoiding that difficult conversation, approach it with clarity and love. Lead with love. Lead with love, my people. The next one is personal goals. Be honest about where you are. Be honest about where you are. Clearly state what you want. Connect with your true desires. And what I mean by, so let me say this, because a lot of people are going to get confused by this. And when I say be honest about where you are, I also mean mentally. And that's mostly what I mean by mentally, is where you are mentally. Where you are mentally. Are you truly ready for that change? Are you truly ready to let those people go that's in your life, that's not supposed to be in your life, that's not allowing you to move forward? Do you understand what I'm saying? There was a conversation that myself and Shelly R. Warren was speaking yesterday, and she said it. She said there is going to be pain in the purpose, and it is, because you will have to remove some people or leave some people behind. Especially if you want change in your life, if you want to get to those goals. I didn't say all, I said some. And the thing is, you know who those people are. It may be jobs. It even be social media. That's what I mean, being honest about where you are mentally. Clearly state what you want. Connect with your true desires. And here's one for you. Listen to this one. I stopped saying I should and start saying I choose. I choose to do A, B, C, and D. Not I should do A, B, C, but I choose to. And then relationship growth. Notice your present patterns. Notice how you are with people. Speak with clarity. Speak with truth. Speak with authenticity. Take your mask off and build genuine connections. I shared my truth without fear. This is me every day here on the Season of Self-Love. I share my truth without fear. All right, so let's talk about, we're going to prepare real quick for the transformation. All right, so as we move toward our final days of 2024, let's carry forward a few things. The power of presence. Stay aware, noticing growth, and celebrating progress. We have to continue to stay aware, stay in our awareness. Noticing our growth. Pay attention and celebrate our progress. 2 is understanding the gift of clarity, being honest, speaking your truth, and living authentically. The last one is joy of connection. The joy with our journey, the joy with our growth, and the joy with our elevation. Before we close today, my beautiful people, I want to take a moment for this integration practice. I want you to list 3 moments of your presence this week. Presence, Presence. I wanted to make sure I spelled it out because it to myself, it sounds like I'm saying presence. And I want you to write one truth that you discovered. One truth that you discovered. And 3, note one meaningful connection that you have made. Remember, people, my beautiful people out there, that these final days of December are so precious. And let's move through them with presence of clarity and authentic connections. Again, thank you for sharing this powerful week of holiday transformation. And as we prepare for our final days of 2024, I want you to remember that every moment offers a chance for elevation. So until Monday, remember to love yourself first. This is your girthy goddess, Nyomi Banks, here, and you're listening to The Season of Self-Love. Have an amazing week. Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery and empowerment here at the Season of Self-Love podcast. Remember, embracing self-love is a continuous journey, and we're so glad to have you with us. So if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave us a review. And don't forget to join our community on Facebook at Season of Self-Love. Connect with like-minded individuals who are also on their self-love journey. Now, if you have any questions or topics that you'd like for us to explore, we love to hear from you. Email us at seasonofselflove@gmail.com and let your voice be heard. So until next time, take a moment for yourself today and remember, you are worthy of love, joy, and all the beautiful things that life has to offer. Have a good one.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply.
Over the last 75 years, over 10,000 chemicals have been introduced to our food supply. Yet the EU only allows 300 food additives. But at Thrive Market, we bring our members the highest quality brands and restrict more than 1,000 ingredients found at conventional grocery stores. Making the switch is easy with our Healthy Swaps scanner, which finds better versions of all your favorite pantry, snacking, and home essentials without the added junk, dyes, and fillers. Plus, it's all delivered straight to your door. So if you're looking to shop at a grocery store that actually cares about your health, go to thrivemarket.com/podcast and you'll get 30% off your first order and a free gift.